to be actually told that you've got cancer is quite, it takes the breath away actually. Very upsetting. It wasn't shock, but it was just very, very distressing to hear that he got cancer.
Well, I used to take in fact for 20 years I'd taken our dog for a walk, and I noticed that suddenly I was getting very out of breath. I hadn't noticed that there was a slight uphill incline of, maybe 5 degrees, and suddenly I was really suffering lack of breath.
Then I noticed that he was starting to lose some weight. And I thought, well, I think this needs looking at. So we had a chat and I said, I think I better make you an appointment at the doctor's.
They did a blood test and he dismissed me as usual, saying there's nothing wrong with me. And come home, and then at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, we got a phone call from the surgery saying they'd had a look at my blood and I should go to the local hospital.
Well, he'd been having lots of tests and it had taken, I should think, about 10 weeks to come to a final diagnosis.
I did 8 weeks believing it was pneumonia, another 2 and took me on to lung cancer, and then another 2 weeks to the surgeon. They drained my lung, and at that point, that was when it was first mentioned it was mesothelioma.
We had never thought that it could have been anything to do with asbestos.
When I went to see the oncologist, one of the first things he discussed with us was that I was going to get worse fairly rapidly, and a lot of things that I had done previously I wasn't going to be able to do.
He suggested that we contact the National Asbestos Helpline.
I know I've got a problem, and they've enabled us so far to get a claim in, and that claim is going to be very, very helpful once I get into the situation where I'm even worse than I am now.
We have been able to make plans by, organising for a gardener and doing the rest of the maintenance on the house, and it has given us peace of mind that we have got a backup.
They've taken all the worry out of it for us. They've dealt with everything, and they've been great. Really pleased with what they've done for us.
Found them to be very professional, very, very easy to talk to, and I couldn't recommend them more.